There is a kind of exhaustion that sleep alone cannot touch. It lives deeper than the muscles, deeper than the bones. It's a weariness of the soul, born from the relentless race against a single terrifying thought. If I stop, if I truly rest, I will finally be seen for what I fear I am. That without the constant motion, without the endless doing, my value will evaporate. The people who rely on me, the world that watches me, will see that beneath all the effort and the striving, there is nothing holding it all up. That my worth is not inherent, but is instead a fragile performance that must be maintained day after day, night after night. And to rest, to truly let go, is to let the curtain fall. So you lie here now, in the quiet of this room, caught between the crushing need for rest and the profound fear of what that rest might reveal. But what if this fear, as real and as powerful as it feels, is based on a story that was taught to you, not a truth that was born in you? What if your worth is not a fragile thing you must build and rebuild with every waking hour, but something as fundamental to you as your own breath, present in the frantic rush of the day and in the deep stillness of the night? Over these next moments, we are not going to fight this feeling. We are not going to try and banish this fear. Instead, we are simply going to create a space, a safe harbor in the darkness, where it is possible to consider a different truth, a space to explore the possibility that rest is not an absence of worth, but the very source of it, that in the stillness you are not disappearing, but are instead finally and truly coming home to yourself. So let this journey begin, not with a struggle, but with a gentle surrender to where you are right now. Feel the weight of your body here in this bed. Notice the points of contact, your head on the pillow, your shoulders sinking into the mattress, the weight of your arms and legs. For so long, this body has been an instrument of doing, of carrying, of striving. For now, just allow it to be an instrument of being. Let your attention drift to the simple, miraculous fact of your breath. It has been with you all day, a steady, quiet rhythm beneath the noise. You don't have to force it or control it. Just notice it. The gentle rise of your chest or belly as you breathe in, and the soft release as you breathe out. Each breath is a quiet confirmation that you are here, you are alive, and you are being sustained effortlessly. This breath doesn't ask you to earn it, it is simply given. Can you allow yourself to receive it just as it is? Let the air that fills your lungs be a reminder of a different kind of economy, one that is not based on earning or deserving, but on the simple, generous cycle of life itself. Now, allow your awareness to expand outward just a little. Become aware of the room around you. You don't need to open your eyes. Just sense it, the stillness in the air, the particular quality of the darkness behind your eyelids. Perhaps there are distant sounds, the hum of the house, the whisper of wind outside. Let these sounds be a part of your stillness. They are not interruptions. They are the soundtrack to your rest. This room, right now, is a sanctuary. It is a container holding you safely as you do this important work. The world, with all of its demands, all of its expectations, is outside of this space. Here, in this bed, in this moment, there's nothing you need to do, nothing you need to be, no one you need to prove anything to. The only intention here is to be curious, to be gentle, and to allow yourself the profound gift of a pause, a real pause. Feel the texture of the blankets against your skin. Notice their weight, a gentle, reassuring pressure that is holding you This is what it feels like to be supported. You are not floating in an empty void. You are held. The bed, the foundation of the house, the solid earth beneath it all, they are all holding you. You do not need to exert a single ounce of effort to be supported in this moment. You are already being held completely. This is a physical truth, and perhaps it points to a deeper one. What if the universe supports your being in the same way this bed supports your body? What if you could trust that support, even for a few minutes? Just for tonight, let's set the intention to explore that. The intention is not to fall asleep, though sleep may come as a welcome guest. The intention is to find a rest that is safe, a rest that is deserved, not because of what you have done, but simply because you exist. Let every sensation of comfort, the softness of the pillow, the warmth of the blanket, the quiet of the room, be an invitation to set down the heavy weight of trying to be worthy. You have been carrying it for so long. Your shoulders are tired. Your heart is tired. Your mind is tired. This is the weight of staying awake, not just in the physical sense, but in the spiritual sense. The constant vigilance of performing your own value. Let the out-breath become a quiet signal of release. With each exhalation, imagine you are letting go of just one small piece of that weight. You don't have to let go of it all at once, just a little. The worry about tomorrow's to-do list, the replaying of today's conversations, the persistent, nagging feeling that you are already behind. Let it all soften. Let it dissolve into the quiet air of the room. There's nothing to solve right now. The only task is to feel the support beneath you, to notice the gentle rhythm of your own breathing, and to allow yourself to be exactly as you are. Tired, afraid, and yet here, willing to seek a deeper peace. And that willingness, that courage to face the quiet is more than enough. It is everything. You are in the right place at the right time. Allow this moment to hold you. Everything that we will explore together tonight is already within you. The wisdom, the peace, the unshakable sense of your own worth. It hasn't gone anywhere. It has just been buried beneath the noise of doing. Tonight, we listen for the silence beneath the noise. We are creating a space for this deeper truth to be heard, to be felt, to be remembered in every cell of your body. So take one more slow, gentle breath in. And as you breathe out, let go of the day. Let it drift away. It is complete. Whatever was done is done. Whatever was left undone can wait. This time, this sacred time between the day that is past and the day that is yet to come. This time is for you. It is for your healing. It is for your peace. Welcome to this space. Welcome home to yourself. And here, in this quiet space, you have so courageously created for yourself, we can begin to look a little more closely at the fear that keeps you running. We don't need to stare it down or fight it. We are simply going to witness it, as you might watch a cloud pass across the moon. Let's give it a name, this hidden terror. It's the whisper that says, if you stop producing, you stop being valuable. It's the deep, cold belief that your worth is conditional. That if you pause for too long, if you are not actively useful, helpful, or productive, you will be seen as lazy, as a burden, as replaceable. You will be found out. That is the core of it, isn't it? The fear of being discovered is not enough. As someone who doesn't inherently deserve their place, but must earn it again and again each day. This belief isn't loud or dramatic. It's a quiet, persistent hum beneath the surface of everything you do, a ghost that lives in your house, and it is the fuel for the endless chase. Think about it for a moment. That sensation of constantly running, of staying one step ahead. It's not a physical sprint, but a mental and emotional one. It's the race to finish the to-do list before the guilt sets in. The rush to reply to that email so no one thinks you're falling behind. The pressure to say yes to one more thing, just to prove you can handle it, to prove you are indispensable. You are running from the feeling of inadequacy that you fear will catch you in the quiet. In the daylight, when you are busy and distracted, you can almost outrun it. The noise of the world, the demands of your work, the needs of others, they all help you keep your distance. But here, at night, when all of that fades away, the quiet comes. And in the quiet, you can hear its footsteps getting closer. That is why stillness can feel so threatening. It's not the silence you fear, but what you might hear in it. The whisper that says, "See, you've stopped. And now there is nothing." This is the chase that leaves you so profoundly exhausted, a weariness that seeps into your very being. Now, let's get curious about where this chase, this constant need to perform, lives in your physical body, because it does live there. These fears are not just abstract thoughts. They are held in our muscles, our posture, our very breath. Let's do a gentle scan, not to fix anything, but simply to notice, to listen to the story your body is telling. Bring your awareness very gently to your jaw. Just notice it. Is there any tightness there? Is your tongue pressed against the roof of your mouth? Are your teeth slightly clenched? For many of us, the jaw is the first place we hold the pressure to perform. It's where we bite back the words we feel we cannot say. It's where we grit our teeth to get through one more difficult task. This tension is the physical residue of unexpressed feelings and immense effort. For tonight, you don't need to unclench it. Just notice it. Acknowledge this small part of you that has been working so hard to hold it all together. Now, let that gentle awareness drift down into your throat and neck, and then spread out across your shoulders. Feel their position. Are they relaxed and heavy, sinking into the mattress? Or are they drawn up, just slightly, towards your ears? The shoulders are legendary for carrying our burdens. We even have a phrase for it, shouldering the responsibility. They carry the weight of expectation, both from others and from ourselves. This tension across your upper back and shoulders is the physical evidence of how much you have been carrying. It is the posture of a person who is always ready, always braced for the next thing. Again, no need to change a thing. Simply be with this sensation. Let your awareness be a soft, warm light, illuminating this part of you and whispering, "I see how much you've been holding." You can be at ease now. Let's follow that feeling down into your chest and your stomach. Pay attention to your breath, as you did before, but this time with a new curiosity. Is it deep and easy, filling your belly? Or is it shallow, residing mostly in the upper part of your chest? A shallow breath is the breath of alertness, of being on guard. It's the body's way of staying ready to react, to spring into action. It's a sign that your nervous system is still on high alert, even when you are lying here, perfectly safe in your bed. It makes perfect sense that your breath would be this way. You have been in a state of high alert for a very long time, running that race. Notice your stomach as well. Is there a knot of anxiety there? A feeling of fluttering or tightness? This area, our center, is often where we register the fear of judgment, the worry about what others think. It is the physical home of the fear of not being good enough. Just breathe into that space, not to make the feeling go away, but just to be with it, to let it know it is seen. Your body is not your enemy. It is a faithful messenger telling you the truth of your experience. This tightness in your jaw, this tension in your shoulders, this shallow breath, it is not a flaw. It is the logical, understandable result of trying to live up to an impossible standard. It is the physiological record of your effort, your dedication, your deep desire to be good, to be worthy, to be safe. You have been holding this tension for so long, you may not have even noticed it was there. It just felt normal, like the background hum of an engine that you only notice when it finally stops. The purpose of noticing is not to add another thing to your list of things to fix. The purpose is simply to acknowledge the truth. Your body has been in a state of quiet, constant struggle, trying to outrun a shadow. And the exhaustion you feel is real. It is earned. It is valid. By simply noticing where this story is held within you, you are beginning to separate from it. You are shifting from being inside the story to being the one who is observing the story. And from this place of gentle observation, a new possibility can begin to emerge. The possibility that the story isn't the truth. It is simply a story, one that you have carried with incredible strength for a very long time. And any story, no matter how old or how powerful, can be honored, understood, and gently set down when it no longer serves you. For now, just rest in this new awareness, this simple, quiet knowing of what your body has been holding for you. This is the first step toward a different kind of rest, a rest that is not about escaping the chase, but about realizing you no longer have to run. So where did this story come from? This deeply ingrained belief that your worth is a direct result of your productivity, that your value must be continuously earned through effort. It's a crucial question, because in understanding the origin of the story, you can begin to see that it is not and never has been a personal failing. You did not invent this fear. You learned it. You absorbed it from the world around you, like a plant absorbs water from the soil. Think back. Where did you first learn that being busy was a virtue? Perhaps it was in your family, where love and approval were shown through acts of service, through achievement, through being helpful. You saw the people you loved working tirelessly, and you learned that this is what it means to be a good person. You learned that rest was for the weak, or for when everything and everyone else was taken care of. A time that, of course, never truly arrives. Or maybe you learned it at school, where your value was literally measured in grades, in scores, in your ability to perform and produce the right answers on demand. You were rewarded for being the fastest, the smartest, the one who tried the hardest. The quiet moments of daydreaming, or simply being, were seen as lazy, as wasted potential, time 2.0s. You learned to fill every moment with something productive because empty space felt dangerous, like an opportunity for failure. And then you carried that lesson into the world of work, a world that worships at the altar of productivity, a world that celebrates hustle, that glorifies burnout as a badge of honor, a world that constantly tells you that you could be more, do more, achieve more. It sends you 1,000 subtle and not so subtle messages every single day that your worth is tied to your job title, your income, your accomplishments, your ability to keep all the plates spinning without ever showing a crack. This story is in the very air we breathe. It is the background music of our culture. So, of course you learned it. You learned it so well because you are intelligent, you are adaptable, and you wanted so deeply to be safe, to be loved, and to belong. This is the key. The constant striving, the fear of stopping. It was not born from a place of ego or greed. It was born from a profound and beautiful survival instinct. A part of you, a wise and protective part, looked at the world and figured out the rules of the game. It concluded, to be safe, to be loved, to be seen as worthy in this world, I must be useful. I must perform. I must not stop. And so, it created a strategy. This inner protector, this diligent manager inside of you, took on the immense job of keeping you going. It became the voice in your head that says, you can't rest yet. There's more to do. The part that floods you with guilt when you even think about taking a break. The part that wakes you up in the middle of the night, your mind racing with lists and worries. It has been working tirelessly around the clock for years, trying to protect you. It's not a villain. It's not a flaw in your character. It is a deeply loving part of you that is operating on old, outdated information. It's like a loyal soldier still fighting a war that has long been over. It doesn't realize that the strategy of constant motion, which may have served you in the past, is now the very thing that is causing you harm. It is the source of your exhaustion. So tonight, instead of fighting this inner voice, can we try something different? Can we honor it? Can we turn towards this inner protector and offer it a moment of gratitude? Silently, in your own heart, you can say to this part of you, thank you. I see you. I see how hard you have been working to keep me safe. I understand that you have been doing this all for me, to make sure I am loved and valued. You have done an incredible job, but I am older now. I am stronger now, and I am tired. We are tired. I am going to take over for a while. You have my permission to rest. Feel what happens when you do that. When you stop fighting a part of yourself and instead offer it compassion. You might notice a subtle shift, a small release of tension. This is the beginning of making peace with yourself. You are not broken. You are a human being who developed a brilliant strategy to navigate a demanding world. And you learned this story so well because you are so very capable and you wanted so deeply to belong. Let that truth sink in. Your immense capability, your deep desire for connection, these are your greatest strengths. They are not the problem. The problem is that these beautiful qualities were channeled into a story that equates your being with your doing. You were taught a story about conditional worth. But just because you were taught a story does not mean you have to live inside of it forever. You are here, now, in this bed, which is a testament to the fact that another part of you, a deeper, wiser part, knows that this story is no longer true. This deeper self knows you need rest. It knows that your worth is not up for debate. It knows that you deserve peace. This is the part of you that guided you to seek out these words tonight. It is the part of you that is longing to come home. So you are not just a collection of fears and anxieties. You are also this deep, quiet wisdom, this unshakable knowing. And the journey of this meditation and of this night is to gently turn down the volume on the old, learned story of the inner protector, and to turn up the volume on the quiet, inherent wisdom of your deeper self. The first step is what you are doing right now, acknowledging where the story came from and honoring the part of you that has been trying so hard to live by its rules. You are not betraying yourself by seeking rest. You are evolving. You are integrating a new, more gentle, and more sustainable truth. Let the ground beneath you, the bed that holds you, be a symbol of this deeper truth. It holds you without condition. It does not ask you to perform. It does not ask you to prove your worth. It simply supports you. And your own wise heart beats steadily in your chest, a rhythm that has been with you since before you learned any of these stories. A rhythm that will be with you long after they have dissolved into the quiet of the night. You are safe. You are whole. And you are so much more than what you do. You are the love you give, the kindness you show, the curiosity you hold, the dreams you dream in the silent hours. You are the stillness that is here, right now, beneath the exhausted striving. Let yourself rest in that truth, just for this moment. It's a strange paradox of our modern world that we have come to admire machines so much that we have begun to expect ourselves to function like them. A machine is designed for constant output. It can run 24/7 with only minimal maintenance. It has no needs, no feelings, no natural rhythms. Its value is measured purely by its efficiency and productivity. And somewhere along the way, we absorb the idea that this is the ideal we should strive for. We try to be always on, always available, always productive. We schedule our days in rigid blocks, push through fatigue, and see rest as a bug in the system, a weakness to be overcome, rather than a fundamental part of our design. But you are not a machine. You are a living, breathing, biological being. And the fundamental law of all life on this planet is not constant output, but cycles, rhythm, ebb and flow. Think about the seasons. No tree tries to be in a state of constant summer, endlessly producing fruit and leaves. It understands that there is a time for budding and growth in the spring, a time for vibrant fullness in the summer, a time for letting go and releasing in the autumn, and a crucial, non-negotiable time for deep, dormant rest in the winter. This winter rest is not emptiness. It is not a sign of failure. It is a period of profound and essential activity happening beneath the surface. It is when the roots deepen, when energy is gathered, when the system repairs itself, preparing for the inevitable return of spring. The tree's survival and its future growth depend entirely on this period of doing nothing. What if your own need for rest is just as sacred, just as productive in its own way, as the winter stillness of a great oak? Consider the tide. The ocean does not only push forward, constantly crashing against the shore. It has a natural, powerful rhythm of advance and retreat. The high tide and the low tide are not in opposition to each other. They are two inseparable parts of a single, healthy system. The retreat of the water is just as important as its advance. It is a necessary part of the whole. We seem to understand this intuitively for the rest of nature, but we forget to apply this wisdom to ourselves. We try to live in a state of perpetual high tide, always pushing, always giving, always expanding. And then we are shocked when we feel depleted, exhausted, and washed out. Your exhaustion is not a weakness. It is not a personal flaw. It is a logical, inevitable result of trying to operate against your own nature. It is your body, in its profound wisdom, sending you a clear and desperate message. I need a low tide. I need a winter. I need to retreat and restore. I cannot keep pushing forever. When you feel this deep weariness, it is not your body failing you. It is your body trying to save you. It is a cry for balance, a plea to honor the natural cycles that are woven into your very DNA. We even see this cycle in the micro level of our own day. There is the activity of being awake and the deep restoration of being asleep. One cannot exist without the other. You are designed for this rhythm. The fact that you feel so tired is not a sign that you are broken. It's a sign that the system is working perfectly. Your internal alarms are sounding, telling you that your energy reserves are critically low and that it is time to enter the restorative phase of the cycle. The real problem isn't the tiredness itself, but the story we tell ourselves about the tiredness. The story that says, I shouldn't be this tired. I should be able to do more. Other people seem to be handling it better. There must be something wrong with me. This story adds a layer of shame and anxiety on top of the physical exhaustion, which only makes it heavier. But what if you could meet your exhaustion not with judgment, but with gratitude? What if you could see it as a wise signal from your body, a loving invitation to come back into alignment with your true nature? You can say to your tired body, thank you. Thank you for this message. I hear you. I understand you are telling me it is time to rest, and I will listen. The fact that you are here right now, seeking out this quiet space, seeking rest despite the fear that tells you to keep going, shows a profound wisdom inside of you. It shows that beneath the conditioning and the learned stories, your true self knows what it needs. You are listening to that deeper wisdom. That is an act of courage and profound self-respect. You are honoring your humanity. You are remembering that you are a part of nature, not separate from it. And just like the tree in winter, your time of rest is not empty. It is a fertile darkness. It is in this quiet, in this stillness, that your mind processes the events of the day. It's where your body repairs its cells. It is where your nervous system recalibrates from a state of stress to a state of calm. It is where your creativity finds the space to bubble up from the depths. It is where your soul finds its grounding again. Rest is not the opposite of work. It is the partner of work. It is the foundation upon which all sustainable, meaningful effort is built. You have been trying to build a house without a foundation, and you are exhausted from the effort of trying to hold it all up by yourself. Tonight, you are giving yourself permission to stop holding, to lay the foundation, to honor the cycle, to allow for the low tide. And in doing so, you are not being lazy or unproductive. You are engaging in one of the most productive, wise, and essential human activities there is. You are restoring the very source of your energy, your creativity, and your compassion. You are tending to the soil of your own being, so that when spring comes again in the morning, you will have the inner resources to grow. So feel the truth of this in your body. You are not a machine. You are a living miracle, governed by the same wise and ancient rhythms that guide the oceans and the seasons. Let your next breath be a conscious surrender to this rhythm. As you breathe in, you receive. As you breathe out, you release. It is a perfect, effortless cycle. It is your nature. It is your birthright to be a part of this flow. Allow yourself to sink into it now, to trust it, and to let it carry you into the deep, restorative winter of sleep. So now, let us create a sacred pause. This is not just a break between tasks. It is a conscious, deliberate, and radical act. For just this period of time, for the duration of this night, I am giving you, and you are giving yourself, full and unconditional permission to set it all down. Permission to stop performing. There is no one here to impress. There is no audience watching, no judge keeping score. The performance is over for today. The curtain has fallen. You can take off the costume, whatever it may have been, and simply be yourself in all your glorious, tired humanity. Permission to stop proving. You do not need to prove your worth tonight. You don't need to prove you are strong, or capable, or responsible. Your existence is all the proof that is required. The steady, quiet beat of your own heart is enough. Let it be enough, just for now. And permission to stop striving. The endless climb towards a future goal, the constant effort to improve, to fix, to optimize. Let it all cease. There is nowhere to get to right now. You have already arrived. You are here, in this bed, in this moment. This is the destination. There is nothing more important you could be doing. This is a moment outside of time, a sanctuary where the relentless demands of the world cannot reach you. To help you feel this release in a more tangible way, let's use an image. Imagine that all day, every day, you have been carrying a heavy backpack, and you've been carrying it for so long, you've almost forgotten it's there. Its weight has just become a normal part of how you move through the world. But now, take a moment to feel its presence. Inside this backpack are all the things you feel you must carry. There is the weight of others' expectations, their needs, their unspoken demands. You can feel them in there, heavy and solid like stones. There is the weight of your own internal pressure, the voice of your inner critic, the impossible standards you set for yourself. This might be the heaviest part of the load. In another pocket, you carry the weight of your responsibilities, the endless to-do lists, the mental load of planning and organizing not just for yourself, but perhaps for others too. And then there are the worries, the anxieties about the future, the regrets about the past. Each one is a small, heavy pebble, and together they create a significant weight. Feel the strain of the straps on your shoulders, the ache in your back. Acknowledge what a truly incredible feat of strength it has been to carry all of this for so long without complaint. You are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. But for now, the journey is paused. You have reached a safe resting place for the night. And so, very slowly, very intentionally, I want you to imagine yourself shrugging your shoulders forward, letting one strap slide down your arm, and then the other. And with a gentle sigh, you allow this impossibly heavy backpack to slide off your back and land on the floor beside your bed with a soft, muffled thud. It's done. It's on the floor. It is no longer your responsibility to carry it. It will be there in the morning if you choose to pick it up again. But for tonight, you are free of it. And now, in this moment right after you've set it down, what do you feel? Guide your attention directly to the physical sensation of this release. Even though this is an act of imagination, your body can respond as if it were real. Notice your shoulders. Do they feel lighter? Can you feel them wanting to drop, to relax, to sink more deeply into the mattress now that their burden is gone? Perhaps you can feel a warmth or a tingling sensation spreading across your upper back as circulation returns to muscles that have been clenched for hours, for days, for years. Let yourself savor this feeling. This is the immediate physical reward for letting go. This is your body's way of saying thank you. Now bring that awareness to your breath. Without the weight of the backpack pressing on you, is there a little more space in your chest? Can your breath go a little deeper, with a little less effort? Take a slow, deep breath in and feel your lungs expand into this newfound space. And as you exhale, let out a sigh. A real one. A sigh is the body's natural, beautiful way of releasing tension. It's a signal to your entire nervous system that the danger has passed, that you are safe, that you can stand down from high alert. Let yourself have another one. A long, slow, audible sigh of relief. You've earned it. The burden of doing has been lifted, and what remains is the simple ease of being. Notice if your mind feels a little quieter too. The contents of the backpack were not just physical weights, they were mental ones. The constant hum of planning, worrying, and self-criticism has been set on the floor, along with everything else. The silence in your mind may not be absolute, and that's okay. Thoughts may still drift by, but perhaps they have less energy, less urgency. They are like distant clouds, rather than an impending storm. This feeling of relief, even if it is subtle, is real. It is the truth of what happens when you stop carrying what is not yours to carry in this moment. This feeling is always available to you. Anytime you can create a sacred pause, you can set down the backpack. The world has taught you that your value lies in how much you can carry. Tonight, we are exploring the revolutionary idea that your peace lies in how much you can set down. You do not need to carry the weight of the entire world on your shoulders. You were never meant to. You were meant to carry only what is truly yours, and to know that it is safe and wise to set that down to rest, too. Feel the beautiful, simple lightness in your body, the freedom in your breath. This is not emptiness. This is not laziness. This is a homecoming. It is the feeling of your body returning to its natural state of equilibrium and peace. Let this sensation of release be your anchor. If the mind gets busy again, if you feel the old habit of reaching for that backpack, gently guide your awareness back to the feeling of your light, unburdened shoulders. Remind yourself, it is on the floor. It is safe there. For now, I am free. This is an act of profound self-compassion. It is a declaration that your well-being matters, that your peace is a priority. You are not abandoning your responsibilities. You are gathering the strength, the clarity, and the resilience you will need to meet them with a full heart when the morning comes. But the morning is not here yet. There is only now. And now is for release. Now is for relief. Now is for you. As you lie here, unburdened, sinking into a new sense of lightness, we can begin to gently reframe the very idea of rest itself. For so long, the story you've carried has defined rest by what it is not. Rest is not working, not producing, not doing. It's seen as a void, an emptiness, a pit stop on the way to the next important thing. This perspective makes rest feel inherently unproductive, a little bit wasteful, and even a little bit dangerous. It's this view that fuels the guilt and anxiety that can surface in the quiet. But what if this definition is completely wrong? What if rest is not an empty space, but a generative one? What if it is not inaction, but a different, deeper kind of action? Let's shift our perspective. Let's redefine rest not as the absence of activity, but as a sacred space for healing, for integration, and for becoming. Think of it this way. When a farmer lets a field lie fallow for a season, are they doing nothing? To the untrained eye, the field looks empty, unproductive. But the wise farmer knows this is one of the most crucial stages in the cycle of growth. The fallow period is when the soil replenishes its nutrients, when the intricate web of microbial life restores itself, when the earth quite literally heals and prepares for future abundance. The rest is not an absence of growth. It is the very condition that makes future growth possible. Your rest is that fallow field. It may look like you are doing nothing, but beneath the surface of the stillness, a profound and vital alchemy is taking place. Your body is mending. Your mind is sorting. Your spirit is replenishing. It is a deeply active and productive state, but its productivity cannot be measured by a to-do list or a spreadsheet. Its fruits are resilience, clarity, creativity, and compassion. So as you lie here, know that you are not in an empty void. You are in a rich, fertile, healing space. You are tending to the soil of your own being. To ground this new idea in your body, bring your full attention once more to the physical sensation of being held. Feel the solid, unwavering support of the mattress beneath you. It is holding your entire weight, effortlessly. You do not have to cling to it. You do not have to earn its support. It is simply there, a constant, reliable presence. Follow that sense of support downwards. The mattress is held by the bed frame, which is held by the floor, which is held by the foundations of the building, which are held by the great solid mass of the earth itself. You are, in this very moment, being held by the entire planet. This support is unconditional. The earth does not ask you what you accomplished today before it agrees to hold you. It does not check your resume or your bank account. It simply holds you because you are here. This is a profound physical truth that points to an even more profound spiritual one. You are supported, fundamentally, without effort. What if your intrinsic value, your worth as a human being, is just like the ground beneath you? What if it is that constant, that reliable, that unconditional? The story you've been living says that your value is something you build, something you create through action. It's like a tower of blocks you have to construct every day. And if you stop building, the whole thing will come crashing down. It's no wonder you're exhausted. But the truth is, your value is not a tower you build. It is the ground you stand on. It was there when you were born. It will be there when you take your final breath. It is there when you are at your most brilliant and productive. And it is there when you are at your most tired and vulnerable. It does not fluctuate. It does not diminish when you are resting. In fact, when you rest, when you allow yourself to be still, you can feel it more clearly. When you're running around, striving and building, you lose contact with the ground. But when you finally stop and lie down, you can feel it again. Oh, you remember. Here it is. It's been here all along. Let's introduce a new idea, a new truth, and let it settle into your awareness like a gentle rain. Your value is constant. Let that sink in. Your value is constant. It is not tied to your performance. It is not dependent on your output. It is not conditional on anyone's approval. It is inherent. It is absolute. It is yours. Let's compare it to your breath. Is your breath more valuable when you are running a marathon than when you are sleeping peacefully? No, of course not. The breath is simply the breath. It is the constant, life-giving presence that sustains you in all states of being. Your worth is like that. It is the quiet, life-giving presence of your own unique consciousness, your own spirit. It is here, now, in your stillness. It is here, in the warmth of your body, under the covers. It is here in the gentle rhythm of your heart. You don't have to do anything to activate it. You only have to stop doing long enough to feel it. This might be a difficult idea to accept at first. The old story is very loud and very convincing. That's okay. We are not trying to force a belief. We are simply planting a seed. The seed of the idea that your worth and your work are two completely separate things. Your work is what you do. Your worth is what you are. And what you are is a miracle. A complex, beautiful, resilient human being who is deserving of love, safety, and peace simply by virtue of your existence. So feel the truth of this in the support beneath you. Let the unwavering presence of the bed be a constant, physical reminder of your own unwavering worth. Every time your mind starts to drift back to the old fears, am I being lazy? Will I fall behind? Gently guide your attention back to this physical sensation, the feeling of being held, the feeling of the solid ground beneath you. Let this be your anchor to this new, more gentle truth. You are held, you are supported, and your worth is the very ground you are resting on. It is here. It has always been here. And it will be here, holding you, long after the fears have dissolved into the quiet of the night. You can trust it. You can rest on it. You can let go, completely, knowing that you are not falling into an empty void, but are being received by the strong, loving, and unconditional ground of your own being. In this space of stillness, held by the ground of your own unwavering worth, we can take another gentle step. We can begin to softly untangle the threads that have woven your identity so tightly together with your output. Who are you when you are simply being? It can feel like a startling question. For so long, your answer to, "Who am I?" has likely been a list of your roles, your tasks, and your accomplishments. I am a parent, a partner, an employee, a friend. I am the one who organizes, who fixes, who provides, who remembers. My identity is defined by what I do for others, by the problems I solve, by the projects I complete. These roles are important. They are beautiful and meaningful parts of your life, but they are not the entirety of you. They are costumes you wear, functions you perform. They are not the essence of the person who is performing them. What happens when you set those roles aside, just for the night, along with the heavy backpack? Who is left? Who are you when you are not being useful? When you are not producing a tangible result? This is the question that the fear inside you doesn't want you to ask, because it is terrified that the answer is no one, that if you strip away the doing, you will find a void. But that is the great illusion. When you strip away the doing, you do not find a void. You find the being. You find the consciousness that was there before all the roles were assigned. The quiet, curious, aware presence that is reading these words in your mind right now. Let's connect with that presence. Bring your attention to the rhythm of your heart. Feel it. A steady, faithful pulse in the center of your chest. Thump, 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 thump. This rhythm is happening all by itself. You are not doing it. You are not achieving your heartbeat. It is a gift. A constant, effortless anchor of life that beats on, whether you are running a company or dreaming a strange and wonderful dream. It beats to keep you alive, not because you have earned it, but simply because you are you. This heartbeat is a physical manifestation of your being, separate from your doing. It is the baseline of your existence. It proves you are here. It proves you matter. Even in this profound stillness, when all your usual activities have ceased, your heart is still beating with purpose. Its purpose is you. What other parts of you exist, completely independent of your productivity? What about your sense of humor? The part of you that can find delight in something absurd, the part that can laugh until tears stream down your face. That has immense value. It brings light and joy to you and to others. And it has nothing to do with your to-do list. What about your memories? The vast, rich tapestry of your life experiences. The memory of the sun on your skin as a child, the taste of a favorite meal, the sound of a loved one's voice. These memories shape you. They give your life texture and depth. They are a treasure you hold inside you, and their worth cannot be measured. Think about your capacity for love, the immense, powerful ability you have to care for another being, whether it's a person, a pet, or even a plant. This flow of love from your heart is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It is a core part of who you are. It is not something you produce. It is something you are. And what about your dreams? The ones you have at night, filled with strange symbols and impossible landscapes, and the ones you have with your eyes open, your hopes, your longings, your quietest wishes for your life. These are the sacred whispers of your soul. They are the essence of your unique spirit. They have a value that is beyond measure. You are the dreamer, the lover, the keeper of memories, the one who laughs. You are so much more than the sum of your tasks. Let this affirmation settle gently into your mind, into your heart, into every cell of your body. Your worth is not measured in tasks completed. It is measured in the quiet truth of your existence. Let that sentence wash over you. Your worth is not measured in tasks completed. It is measured in the quiet truth of your existence. One more time with the rhythm of your breath. Breathe in. My worth is not measured in tasks completed. Breathe out. It is measured in the quiet truth of my existence. The old story says, you have to build your worth piece by piece through frantic activity. The new story, the truer story, says your worth is already whole. It is already complete. You don't have to build it. You only have to remember it. You only have to return to it. And the gateway to that remembering is stillness. It is in the pause that you can finally separate the signal from the noise. The noise is the endless chatter of what you should be doing. The signal is the steady, quiet rhythm of your own heart, reminding you of the simple, miraculous fact of your being. So, as you lie here, feel yourself as more than just a doer. Feel yourself as a human being. Connect with the living, breathing essence of you. The you that feels the warmth of the blankets. The you that hears the faint sounds in the house. The you that is aware of the gentle rise and fall of your own chest. This awareness is the core of you. It is the constant that has been with you through every success and every failure, every moment of joy and every moment of sorrow. It is the silent witness to your entire life. And it is completely, utterly, and unconditionally worthy. It needs no justification. It needs no external validation. It simply is. And that is enough. It has always been enough. Tonight, you are not just resting your body. You are resting into your being. You are letting go of the exhausting job of being a human doing and allowing yourself the profound peace of being a human being. Let your heart's steady rhythm be your lullaby tonight. Each beat a quiet reminder. You are, You are, and that is everything. You exist, and therefore you matter. Let this simple, revolutionary truth be the foundation upon which you build a new kind of rest, a rest that is deep, trusting, and profoundly healing, because it is rooted not in what you do, but in the unshakable truth of who you are. Let's consider for a moment what this act of resting truly protects. The fear that drives you whispers that by resting, you are abandoning your responsibilities, that you are letting things fall apart. It frames rest as a selfish act, a dangerous indulgence. But what if the opposite is true? What if choosing to rest, consciously and deliberately, is one of the most responsible, wise, and generous things you can do? What if rest is not an abandonment of your duties, but the very act that allows you to fulfill them with integrity and grace? Think about it this way. When you are running on empty, depleted, and exhausted, what is the quality of your presence in the world? Your creativity suffers. When you are tired, your mind defaults to familiar, well-worn paths. It loses its ability to make novel connections, to find innovative solutions, to see things from a fresh perspective. True creativity is born not from frantic effort, but from a mind that has had the space to be fallow, to wander, to dream. Rest is the incubator for your best ideas. By resting, you are protecting your creative spark. Your health suffers. Chronic exhaustion weakens your immune system, increases inflammation, and puts immense strain on your heart and your nervous system. By pushing your body past its limits, you are not being strong. You are chipping away at the very foundation of your physical well-being. Rest is not a luxury. It is essential medicine. It is the time when your body does its most profound repair work. By resting, you are protecting your vitality, your longevity, your very life force. And your kindness suffers. When you are stretched to your breaking point, your patience wears thin. You become more irritable, more reactive, less able to offer the compassion and understanding that you want to give to the people you love. You might snap at your partner or be short with your children, not because you don't love them, but because you have no inner resources left. Your well is dry. Rest is what refills the well of your kindness and patience. By resting, you are protecting your ability to love well, to be the person you truly want to be in your relationships. Rest, therefore, is not a selfish act of taking from the world. It is a wise act of preparing yourself to give to the world in a way that is sustainable and wholehearted. Now, let's think about the people who love you, the people who truly, deeply care for you, your partner, your family, your closest friends. The fear inside you tells you that if you stop performing for them, their love and respect will vanish. It believes their love is conditional on your utility. But is that really true? Take a moment and bring to mind the face of someone who loves you. Picture them clearly. See their eyes, their smile, and ask yourself this: does this person love me for my to-do list? Do they value me because I am always busy and productive? Or do they love me for my heart, for my laughter, for my presence, for the unique and irreplaceable essence of who I am? The people who truly love you love your being, not your doing. They don't want you to be a machine. They want you to be happy. They want you to be healthy. They want you to be at peace. Seeing you exhausted and burned out does not make them love you more. It makes them worry. Your well-being is a gift to them. Your peace is a gift to them. When you take care of yourself, when you honor your own need for rest, you are not being selfish. You are ensuring that you can continue to show up in their lives with a full heart, with genuine presence, with the love and joy that is your true nature. Their love does not vanish when you sleep. In fact, it is in your quiet, peaceful sleep that they might feel the deepest sense of love and protectiveness over you. They see you in your vulnerability, and their heart softens. They see you finally getting the rest you so desperately need, and they feel relief. Your rest gives them permission to rest, too. You are modeling a healthier, more sustainable way to live. You have given so much of your energy to the world. You have poured yourself out for your work, for your family, for your responsibilities. It is an act of deep integrity to now give this gift of restoration to yourself. It is not an act of weakness to admit you are tired. It is an act of profound strength and self-awareness. It is the moment the wise general calls a retreat, not because the war is lost, but to gather strength, to regroup, to ensure the ultimate victory. Your victory, in this case, is a life lived with not just success, but with joy, with health, and with peace. You are not letting anyone down by resting. You are, in fact, honoring them by taking care of the person they love. You are protecting their investment in you. You are safeguarding the person they turn to for comfort, for wisdom, and for love. So let go of the guilt. Let it dissolve. It is based on a false premise, on the machine-like story of the world. Replace it with the quiet dignity of this truth. Rest is a sacred duty. It is your responsibility to yourself, and it is a generous offering to everyone who cares about you. Feel the shift in your body as you embrace this idea. The tension in your shoulders might soften a little more. The knot in your stomach might loosen its grip. Your breath might flow with even greater ease. This is the feeling of alignment. This is what it feels like when your actions come into harmony with a deeper, kinder truth. You are not failing when you rest. You are succeeding in the most important way possible. You are succeeding at being a healthy, whole, and loving human being. And that is the greatest accomplishment you could ever offer to the world. You are protecting your most precious resources, your energy, your health, your creativity, your capacity for love. Let this knowledge be a comforting blanket, wrapping you in a sense of rightness and peace. It is not only okay to rest, it is wise. It is necessary. It is an act of profound love. Consider your mind for a moment. All day long, it runs like a powerful, rushing river. Thoughts, plans, worries, and memories swirl together in a constant, churning current. This is the river of doing, the river of thinking. It carries you through your day, helping you navigate tasks and solve problems. But when the current is this fast, the water is inevitably cloudy. It picks up silt and sediment from the riverbed, the dust of anxiety, the pebbles of past regrets, the mud of future worries. You can't see to the bottom. The water is murky, its clarity lost in the endless motion. When you try to force yourself to rest, you are essentially standing on the bank of this rushing river, commanding it to be still. It's an impossible task, a struggle that only creates more agitation, more splashing, more turmoil. The more you try to be calm, the more turbulent the water becomes. But there is another way. Instead of fighting the river's current, what if you could simply do something that allows it to slow down on its own? What if the simple act of lying down, of breathing, of setting down your burdens is like a gentle, gradual widening of the riverbanks? As the river widens, the same amount of water has more space to move through, so the current naturally, effortlessly begins to slow. And as the current slows, something magical happens. The sediment, the silt, the debris that was held in suspension by the constant motion, it begins to settle. The heaviest particles, the biggest worries, settle first, then the smaller ones. Gravity and stillness do the work for you, and as the particles drift down to the riverbed, the water begins to clear. You don't have to strain to see through it. Clarity emerges as a natural consequence of the slowing down. This is the generosity of slowing down. You are not forcing your mind to be quiet. You are simply creating the conditions in which quiet can arise naturally. You are allowing the sediment of the day to settle so that the natural clarity of your mind can be restored. This is a far more gentle and effective approach than battling with your thoughts. It is an act of trust, trusting that your mind, like the river, knows how to find its own clarity when it is given the space and the stillness to do so. So, let's engage in a gentle act of unclenching the mind. Just as you notice the physical clenching in your jaw and shoulders, there is a mental clenching as well. It's the habit of grabbing onto thoughts, especially planning thoughts and worrying thoughts, and holding them tight. It's the mind's way of trying to control the uncontrollable, of trying to solve tomorrow's problems in the middle of the night. Let's imagine your thoughts are like leaves floating on the surface of this now slowing river. The habit of the clenched mind is to reach out and grab every leaf, to inspect it, to analyze it, to worry about where it came from and where it's going. It's an exhausting, endless task. For tonight, let's practice a different skill. The skill of the open hand. Imagine your awareness is a wide, open palm held just above the water. As a thought leaf floats by, a worry about a meeting, a reminder to buy milk, a memory from the day, you simply notice it. You see its shape, its color, and you let it keep floating. You don't grab it. You don't push it away. You just let it drift on by, down the river, out of sight. Another thought comes. A plan for the weekend. See it. Acknowledge it. A planning thought. And let it go. Let it float on. You don't need to engage with it. You don't need to follow it. Your only task is to keep your hand open, to allow the river to flow. At first, you might find yourself automatically clenching your fist around a thought out of pure habit. When you notice this, be gentle with yourself. There is no judgment here. Simply notice, I'm clenching again. And consciously, gently, unfurl your fingers. Open your hand again. This is a practice. It is a muscle you are building. The muscle of letting go. The muscle of non-engagement. Each time you let a thought float by without grabbing it, you are strengthening your ability to be at peace, even when your mind is not perfectly silent. Let this affirmation be your guide. It is safe to slow down. Nothing will be lost. Only peace will be found. Say it to yourself, silently. It is safe to slow down. The world will not fall apart if you stop planning for it for a few hours. Your problems will not become insurmountable if you are not actively worrying about them. In fact, the opposite is true. The clarity that emerges from this stillness will allow you to meet tomorrow's challenges with far more wisdom and grace than a worried, exhausted mind ever could. Nothing of true importance will be lost. The essential ideas, the brilliant solutions, they don't vanish. They often arise with surprising clarity from a rested mind. What is lost is the frantic, anxious energy, the unnecessary mental churn, the unproductive noise. Only peace will be found. The peace of the clear water, the peace of the settled riverbed, the peace of knowing that you don't have to solve everything right now. Your only job is to rest in the generosity of this slowness, to feel the current of your thoughts becoming less urgent, less demanding, to trust the natural process of settling. Feel this unclenching in your body. Notice the space between your eyebrows. Let it soften. Notice your forehead. Let it become smooth. This is the physical counterpart to the mental release you are practicing. The mind and body are deeply connected. As you unclench your thoughts, your muscles will follow. As you relax your muscles, your thoughts will soften. You are creating a feedback loop of peace that resonates through your entire being. This is not about achieving a perfectly empty mind. That is a myth that causes a great deal of frustration. A living mind thinks, just as a living heart beats. The goal is not silence. The goal is peace. The goal is to change your relationship with your thoughts so they are no longer a turbulent force that exhausts you, but simply a gentle current that you can observe from a place of quiet, detached stillness. You are the riverbank, solid and steady. The thoughts are just the water flowing by. You are vast enough and still enough to hold it all without being swept away. Rest in that stillness now. Rest in that clarity. As the river of your mind slows and clears, you begin to remember your own wholeness. The story of conditional worth, the one that says you are only as good as what you produce, is a story that shrinks you. It reduces your magnificent, multifaceted being down to a single, narrow function: a worker, a producer, a doer. It ignores the vast and beautiful landscapes that make up the rest of who you are. Tonight, let's take a gentle journey through those forgotten territories. Let's bring a soft, loving awareness to all the parts of you that don't produce a thing and yet hold immeasurable value. We have touched on some already. Your sense of humor, your capacity for love, your memories. Let's go a little deeper. Think about your curiosity, the part of you that wonders about the stars, or gets lost in a piece of music, or wants to know how something works just for the sheer joy of knowing. This curiosity is the engine of learning, of connection, of growth. It doesn't have a goal or a deadline. It is a pure, expansive energy. It is a vital part of your aliveness. It is priceless. Think about your imagination, the part of you that can build worlds in your mind, that can see a different future, that can daydream on a lazy afternoon. This is the wellspring of all creativity, all innovation, all hope. It is a sacred inner playground that is yours alone. Its value cannot be quantified, but your life would be immeasurably poorer without it. What about your sensitivity? The way you can feel the mood of a room, or be moved to tears by a beautiful sunset, or feel empathy for a stranger's pain. The world may have taught you that this sensitivity is a weakness, something to be toughened up or suppressed, but it is not. It is a superpower. It is your capacity to connect, to feel, to be truly present with the world and with others. It is the source of your compassion and your wisdom. And what about the part of you that simply loves to play? The part that delights in silliness, in games, in purposeless fun. This joyful, childlike spirit is a core part of your being. It is a source of resilience and rejuvenation. It has no productive purpose whatsoever, and that is precisely what makes it so precious. You are the one who is curious, the one who imagines, the one who feels deeply, the one who plays. You are a whole ecosystem of being, and your productivity is just one small part of that vast landscape. To define yourself by that one feature is like defining a magnificent forest by a single tree that happens to produce lumber. You would be missing the wildflowers, the flowing streams, the hidden animals, the deep roots, the entire symphony of life that makes the forest what it is. Now let's honor the journey it has taken to get you here, to this very bed, on this very night. Acknowledge the immense strength it has taken for you to carry the fear of worthlessness for so long. This was not a light burden. It was a heavy, constant weight on your soul. And yet, you carried it. You got up every morning. You did what needed to be done. You loved, you worked, you lived, all while this ghost was whispering in your ear. That is not weakness. That is a testament to your incredible strength. The very fact that you are here, seeking a new way, proves your resilience. Resilience is not about never falling or never feeling fear. Resilience is about continuing to seek the light, even from the darkest of places. It's about having the courage to say, "This isn't working anymore. I need to find a different path." And that is exactly what you are doing. You have survived so much more than just a busy schedule. You have survived moments of doubt, of failure, of heartbreak, of loss. You have navigated challenges and overcome obstacles that no one else may even know about. Your true strength, your real value, is not found in your perfectly managed to-do list. It is found in the quiet, uncelebrated story of your survival. It is in the scars that have healed, the lessons you have learned, the wisdom you have gained through lived experience. This resilience is the bedrock of who you are. It is the deep, unshakable foundation that has held you up, even when you felt like you were crumbling. When you connect with this resilience, with this history of your own quiet courage, the fear of being worthless begins to lose its power. How could you be worthless when you've weathered so many storms? How could your value be conditional when your spirit has proven itself to be so incredibly tenacious? You are not fragile. You are not an imposter. You are a survivor. You are a masterpiece of resilience, sculpted by the pressures and the graces of your unique life. Let this knowing sink into your bones. Feel the quiet strength that resides in you, a strength that has nothing to do with how much you accomplish today. It is a strength that is inherent to your spirit. It is the part of you that always knows how to get back up, the part that knows how to heal, the part that knows, on the deepest level, that you are enough. The world praises you for your achievements, for your external successes. But tonight, let's praise you for your endurance. Let's honor your quiet courage. Let's celebrate the simple, miraculous fact that you are still here, still breathing, still seeking peace. This is your true power. This is your undeniable worth. It has been forged in the fires of your life, and it can never be taken away from you. Rest in this strength. Let it be the firm ground that you feel beneath you. You are not defined by the fleeting successes of your day. You are defined by the enduring resilience of your soul. Let this remembrance of your own wholeness and strength be a soothing balm. It is the antidote to the poison of not enough. You are enough. You have always been enough. Your journey is proof. Now, simply allow yourself to rest. You have earned it, not by what you did today, but by who you have become over a lifetime of courageous living. And now, having remembered the truth of your wholeness, your resilience, and your inherent worth, let us invite this new story to move from a thought in your mind to a lived reality in your body. A belief is not just an idea we hold. It's a pattern of energy that our cells become accustomed to. For years, your body has been living in the story of "I must strive to be worthy." It has learned the posture of that story, the tense shoulders, the shallow breath. It knows the chemistry of that story, the cortisol and adrenaline of constant low-grade stress. It is a deeply ingrained habit, a cellular memory. Tonight, we are not just thinking a new thought. We are beginning to weave a new truth. We are offering our bodies a new pattern, a new memory to absorb. Let's do this with a gentle, focused intention. Imagine the new truth, the simple, powerful sentence, "I am worthy of rest," as a warm, golden light. See it in your mind's eye, glowing softly in the space just above your head. It is calm, gentle, and deeply nourishing. Now, with your next breath in, imagine drawing this golden light down into the crown of your head. Feel it, or imagine feeling it, as a pleasant, warm sensation, like soft sunlight. This light is the physical embodiment of the new truth. And as you exhale, allow this light to begin to spread. Let it flow down through your brain, soothing the racing thoughts, calming the worried pathways. Imagine it bathing every neuron in a message of safety and peace. With your next breath, draw in more of this golden light, this liquid truth. And on the out-breath, let it flow down into your face. Feel it relaxing the tiny muscles around your eyes, softening your forehead, and gently unclenching your jaw. The light whispers to every cell, "It is safe to let go. You are worthy of peace." Continue to breathe in this golden light, and with each exhalation, guide it further down into your body. Let it pour down your neck and spread across your shoulders, melting away the stored tension of all you have carried. Feel your shoulders becoming heavy, warm, and deeply relaxed, sinking into the support of the bed. The light flows down your arms, all the way to your fingertips, carrying the message of ease. It fills your chest, surrounding your heart with a gentle, unconditional acceptance. Your heart, which has been beating so faithfully for you, can now beat in a rhythm of calm, knowing it is safe. Let the light pour into your stomach, your solar plexus, untying the knots of anxiety that have lived there for so long. The message is absorbed deep into your core. My being, not my doing, is the source of my worth. Let this cellular absorption continue. Guide the warm, golden light down through your lower back, releasing the strain, into your hips and pelvis, the seat of your stability, down through your legs, which have been running that endless race. Feel them become heavy and still. Let the light flow all the way to the soles of your feet, grounding you in this new, unshakable truth. Your entire body is now filled with this gentle, luminous message. I am worthy of rest. Feel yourself saturated with this truth. It is not just a thought anymore. It is a physical sensation, a feeling of warmth, of heaviness, of deep, resonant peace. You are teaching your body a new song, a lullaby of worthiness. And now, let's set a quiet intention, an intention to rewrite the night. For so long, the night may have been a battleground, a time of anxious striving for sleep, of wrestling with worries, of feeling the pressure of the coming day. But it does not have to be that way. Tonight can be different. Tonight marks a change. You can quietly, inwardly, make a new agreement with the night. Tonight, you can whisper to yourself, I will not strive. I will not struggle. I will simply surrender. I will move from anxious striving to peaceful surrender. This is not a demand you are placing on yourself. It is a gentle invitation, an opening. You are creating a new possibility. The possibility that the night is not an enemy to be conquered, but a friend who has come to hold you. A safe, dark, quiet space for your healing and restoration. By setting this intention, you are pointing the ship of your consciousness in a new direction. You may still encounter old currents of habit, old waves of worry, but your rudder is now set towards the shores of peace. Finally, as you rest here, saturated in this new truth, held in this new intention, let's offer a moment of quiet gratitude to the one who has been carrying you through it all. Your body, this remarkable, intelligent, and incredibly patient body. Think of what it does for you, day in and day out, without any conscious instruction. It digests your food. It fights off illnesses. It mends your cuts. It turns air into life, and it holds the physical record of your entire life's journey. It has carried you through every joy and every sorrow. It has done its absolute best to keep you safe and functioning, even when you have pushed it far beyond its limits. It has sent you signals of exhaustion, not to annoy you, but to protect you. It has a deep, innate wisdom about what you need. And what it needs, what it is asking for right now, is rest. So place a hand gently on your heart or your belly if it feels comfortable, and silently offer a word of thanks. Thank you, body. Thank you for your tireless work. Thank you for your resilience. Thank you for your wisdom. I am sorry for the times I've ignored your signals and pushed you too hard. Tonight, I will listen. Tonight, I will honor your need for rest. I will give you this time to heal and restore. I trust you. I am on your side. This simple act of gratitude creates a profound shift. It changes your relationship with your body from one of conflict to one of partnership. You are no longer a demanding boss, whipping a tired employee. You are a compassionate friend, caring for a beloved companion. You are a team, working together towards a shared goal of well-being and peace. With this new truth woven into your cells, this new intention set for the night, and this new friendship forged with your body, you have created all the conditions necessary for a truly deep and restorative rest. There is nothing more to do. You have done the work. Now, you simply allow. You allow the light to do its healing. You allow the intention to guide you. And you allow your wise and grateful body to do what it knows how to do best, to let go and to fall gently and safely into the healing embrace of sleep. Now, as this new truth settles into the very marrow of your bones, let us deepen into the landscape of calm. This is a final, gentle journey through the body, not to scan for tension this time, but to invite any last, lingering pockets of holding to dissolve into softness. We are not searching for problems to fix. We are simply inviting a deeper state of release, a more profound surrender. Imagine a gentle, warm rain beginning to fall, a rain made of pure tranquility. Each droplet carries the essence of peace. Feel this soft, calming rain begin to land on your scalp and your forehead. Feel it smoothing away any remaining lines of worry, creating a feeling of serene, open space. The rain trickles down over your temples and behind your ears, washing away the residue of the day's noises, leaving only a comfortable, pleasant silence. Let the rain of tranquility fall upon your eyelids. Feel them become heavy, so wonderfully heavy and still. There is no need to make any effort to keep them closed. They are resting, content to be still, shielding you in a gentle protective darkness. Feel the rain washing over your cheeks and your jaw, inviting that final, deep release in the hinge of your jaw, letting your lower jaw hang slack and heavy. Your lips may even part slightly, a sign of deep relaxation. This gentle rain of peace continues to fall, washing down the back of your neck, flowing over your shoulders like a warm, soothing waterfall. Imagine it dissolving any remaining crystals of stress, carrying them away, leaving your shoulders feeling wonderfully boneless, melting into the mattress. The rain flows down your spine, vertebra by vertebra, creating space and ease between each one. It pools in the small of your back, a warm puddle of comfort, before spreading across your hips, inviting them to open and release their grip. The hips can hold so much, the tension of sitting, the posture of readiness. Let it all go now. Let them be heavy and wide. This tranquil rain saturates your chest, allowing your breathing to become even slower, even deeper, without any effort at all. It is the natural rhythm of a body at peace. It washes over your abdomen, calming any fluttering, bringing a sense of profound stillness to your core. And now, let us shift the imagery. Imagine you are in a small, sturdy, comfortable boat, bobbing gently on the calm surface of a vast, quiet lake at twilight. The day is done. The air is still. The water is like dark, smooth glass. For a while, your boat has been moored to a dock. This dock represents the shore of your conscious waking mind. It's the place of thinking, planning, and doing. It is the solid ground of your day, but it is now time to depart. Very gently, you untie the rope that has been holding your boat to the dock. You give the dock a soft, gentle push with your hand, and you begin to drift, slowly, silently, effortlessly. Watch the shoreline begin to recede. The familiar structures of your day, the thoughts, the worries, the to-do lists, they are all still there on the shore, but they are getting smaller, more distant. You are not leaving them behind in a panic. You are simply drifting away, creating a peaceful, ever-widening space of calm water between you and them. There is no motor on this boat. There are no oars. You are not in control of the journey, and you don't need to be. You are being carried by a gentle, benevolent current, a current that knows exactly where it is going, towards the center of the lake, towards the heart of the deep, quiet night. Feel the gentle rocking motion of the boat, a slow, rhythmic, side-to-side sway. It is the most ancient and comforting of motions, a rhythm that has lulled humans to sleep since the beginning of time. Let this gentle rocking be mirrored in the rhythm of your breath. As the boat sways to one side, you breathe in. As it sways back to the other, you breathe out. A slow, easy, hypnotic rhythm. In and out. Rocking, breathing, drifting. The details of the shoreline are beginning to fade now. You can no longer make out the individual shapes of the day's concerns. They are blending into a single dark line on the horizon. Their power to command your attention is diminishing with every foot you drift further away. Your focus is now on the vast, open water around you and the immense, starry sky above. You are suspended between the deep, dark calm of the water and the deep, dark calm of the sky. You are held in a great, peaceful stillness. Your breath is the only movement, slow, deep, and rhythmic. Let's guide it to become even more so, mimicking the natural pattern of the body as it prepares for sleep. Let the exhalation become just a little bit longer than the inhalation. Without forcing it, simply introduce the idea. A gentle breath in and a long, slow, complete release out. Breathing in calm and breathing out any and all remaining tension. Breathing in peace and breathing out the last remnants of the day. Each long, slow exhale is a signal to your nervous system. It is the physiological command for rest and digest. It is the key that unlocks the doorway to deep relaxation and sleep. You are turning down the system of alertness and turning up the system of restoration. You are drifting further and further from the shore of conscious thought. The shoreline has almost disappeared now. It is just a faint smudge on the horizon. The thoughts that arise now are different. They are softer, more fragmented, like the nonsensical images of early dreams. Let them come and go. They are signs that your mind is letting go, transitioning from the linear logic of day to the fluid poetry of night. There is nothing to do here, no destination to strive for. The journey is the destination. The drifting is the purpose. Simply lie in your boat, held by the water, blanketed by the stars, and allow yourself to be carried. The current is sure and steady. It is carrying you home to the quiet center of yourself, to the deep, healing waters of sleep. The air is cool on your skin. The boat is your bed, holding you safely. The gentle rocking is your breath, lulling you deeper and deeper into a state of profound peace. Just a little further now. The last light of twilight is fading from the sky, and the true deep darkness of the night is settling in. This darkness is not empty or frightening. It is a rich, velvety, comforting darkness. It is the darkness of the womb, the darkness of the deep earth. It is the darkness of healing, of rest, of utter and complete peace. Let it enfold you. Here in the deep, quiet center of the lake, floating gently in the soft darkness, there is a final, powerful reassurance that wants to settle over you like a warm, weighted blanket. It is this: you do not need to earn this peace. It is your birthright. Peace is not a reward for a day well lived. It is not a prize you win for completing all your tasks. It is the fundamental, natural state of your being, the place you return to when all the striving and the struggling have ceased. The story of the world tells you that you must work for peace, that you must achieve a certain level of success or goodness before you are allowed to feel at ease. But that is the great inversion of the truth. Peace is the starting point. It is the ground of your existence. All the anxiety, the tension, the feeling of not enough, that is what is learned. That is the artificial state you have been taught to live in. Returning to peace is not an achievement. It is a remembrance. It is a coming home to what has been true all along. So let go, now, of any lingering sense that you have to do this resting correctly. Let go of the idea that you need to achieve a certain state of relaxation. You are already there. Simply by being here, by allowing, you are in a state of peace. The only thing required of you is to stop doing the things that obscure it. This brings us to another subtle but profound shift in perspective, releasing the need to try to sleep. We have come to think of sleep as something we must achieve, another task on our to-do list. I need to get to sleep. This very language creates a subtle pressure, a performance anxiety around the most natural process in the world. And when you try to force sleep, it becomes elusive. It is like trying to catch a butterfly with a clenched fist. The very act of grasping scares it away. But if you sit still, with an open hand, the butterfly may just come and land on its own. So let us stop trying. Let us release the goal of sleep entirely, and instead, let us simply trust the process. Trust that your body, in its ancient and profound wisdom, knows exactly how to sleep. It has been doing it your entire life without your conscious help. Your only job is not to get in its way. Your only job is to create the conditions of safety, stillness, and permission, which you have so beautifully done. And then you let go. You trust. You allow rest to come to you rather than chasing after it. Think of a seed planted in the dark, rich earth. The seed does not strive to become a sprout. It does not worry about whether it is growing correctly. It does not consult a to-do list for germination. It simply rests in the darkness, held by the soil. And when the conditions are right, the right amount of moisture, the right temperature, the quiet of the earth, it naturally, effortlessly begins to unfold. Life emerges from it, not as an act of will, but as an act of surrender to its own innate intelligence. Sleep is like that seed. It is not something you achieve. It is something that happens naturally when you are held in the quiet darkness of your bed. Your conscious mind, the you that tries and strives, is like the gardener. The gardener's job is not to force the seed to grow. The gardener's job is simply to prepare the soil, to provide the water, and then to step back and trust the mysterious, miraculous process of life itself. You have prepared the soil of your body and mind tonight. You have watered it with compassion and permission. Now, it is time for the gardener to rest. It is time to step back and allow the seed of sleep to sprout in its own time, according to its own perfect wisdom. There is a deep intelligence in you that is far older and wiser than your thinking mind. It is the intelligence that beats your heart, that digests your food, that heals your wounds, and that guides you into the restorative rhythms of sleep. All this intelligence asks of you is your trust. Can you give it that gift tonight? The gift of your complete and unconditional trust. The trust that says, I don't need to be in control anymore. I can let go. I can surrender to this wiser part of myself. I trust that it knows what I need and knows how to provide it. Feel the profound relief that comes with this surrender. The burden of making sleep happen is lifted from your shoulders. It was never your job in the first place. Your job was simply to arrive here, to this place of readiness, and you have done that perfectly. There is nothing left to do. The boat is drifting. The seed is planted. The gardener is resting. All that is left is to be carried, to be held, to allow the unfolding. If your mind becomes active again, if a thought arises that says, am I asleep yet? Or, why isn't this working? Simply see it as the well-intentioned but misguided fussing of the gardener. Gently say to that part of your mind, thank you, but it's okay. We are trusting the process now. There is nothing to do. And then, gently guide your awareness back to the simple, physical sensation of your breath, the gentle rocking, the feeling of being held. This is your anchor in the sea of trust. This is the dark, quiet earth in which the seed is resting. You do not need to earn this peace. It is your birthright. You do not need to achieve sleep. It will arise naturally from your surrender. Trust in the deep, innate wisdom of your own being. It has never forgotten how to find its way home to the healing sanctuary of sleep. You are safe, you are held, and you are on the verge of a deep and profound restoration. Simply allow, simply trust, simply be, and let the ancient magic of the night do the rest. And now, even these words begin to soften, to dissolve. They have served their purpose as a gentle guide, leading you away from the busy shore of the day, out into these calm, quiet waters. But now, the guide can become silent. The boat can drift on its own. As you continue to listen, let the words themselves begin to lose their specific meaning. Don't try to hold on to them or analyze them. Allow them to become just sound, a gentle vibration in the quiet of your room, a soft, soothing murmur, like the whisper of wind over the water, or the distant, rhythmic shush of waves on a far-off shore. These sounds are part of the landscape of your rest now. They are not instructions to be followed, but simply a comforting presence, a sign that you are not alone, that you are being held in this safe space as you drift deeper. And as you listen, the words themselves begin to dissolve, becoming a simple feeling, a feeling of warmth, of safety, of profound and unconditional permission. Let this feeling be what you carry with you now into the deeper states of rest. A warmth that spreads through your body, a deep cellular sense of ease, a safety that allows every muscle, every nerve, every part of you to finally stand down from its long vigil, and a permission so complete, so absolute, that it releases you from any and all obligation to be or do anything at all. You have permission to simply be. There is a gentle pull now, a soft, irresistible current, drawing you further down into the velvety depths of tranquility. It is the natural gravity of sleep, the loving pull of your own body's need for restoration. There is no need to resist it. There is no need to even actively surrender to it. You can simply allow it to happen. It is as effortless as a stone sinking through still water, deeper and deeper into the quiet peace. Your awareness begins to soften, its focus blurring, like a candle flame seen through frosted glass. The sharp edges of thought, of sensation, begin to dissolve. The boundary between your body and the bed, between the air and your skin, becomes less distinct. You are merging with the stillness around you, becoming one with the quiet, one with the darkness, the small, everyday self, the one with a name and a history and a list of worries, is beginning to fade. It is dissolving safely, like a drop of salt in the vast, peaceful ocean. It is not being lost. It is being returned to its source, to the great, silent awareness from which it came. There is a profound peace in this dissolving, a release from the burden of being a separate, striving self. You are letting go of the meditation. You are letting go of the day. You are letting go of me, of my voice. You are letting go of everything. All that remains is the gentle rocking, the soft breathing, a vast, warm, empty space. And even the awareness of that begins to fade. Consciousness itself is softening, relaxing its grip, preparing to sleep. It is like the slow, beautiful fading of the last light in the sky after the sun has set, from orange to purple to a deep, deep indigo, and then to the peaceful, star-dusted black of the night. You are in that deep indigo moment now, on the very edge of sleep, drifting, dissolving, releasing. It is so easy to let go now. So natural. Nothing holds you back. Nothing is required of you. Just this gentle, effortless drift, floating in a warm, dark, silent sea. Safe, held, completely at peace. The quiet is here. The stillness is here. Sleep is here. You can let go now. Let it all go. Let yourself be carried. into the deep, healing, restorative sleep that is waiting for you. It is here for you now. Safe, soft, sleep, deeper and deeper. Just let go. The night will hold you. Rest now. Rest deeply. Peace. There is nothing more to do now. Nothing to figure out. Nothing to achieve. Simply allow. Simply rest. The journey is complete. You have arrived in the safe harbor of the night. The gentle waves of approaching sleep are washing over you now. 5. Feeling a wave of heaviness and comfort flowing over your entire body, sinking you deeper into the mattress. 4. Letting go even more completely. As the mind becomes quiet, still, and calm, dissolving into the great peace of the night. 3. Drifting further and further away from the waking world, carried on the soft currents of tranquility, into the heart of deep restorative rest. 2. Almost there, on the very threshold of sleep, feeling the profound safety and relief of this final surrender. 1. Sleep is coming now. It is arriving naturally, gently, like a soft blanket of peace, covering you completely. You are safe. You are held. You are enough. Sleep now.